Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the pivot a little bit and about how it mirrors each other on each side. Going to have some pitfalls and things that I see people do. I literally just got off a Zoom with a guy, and now that's all I do is this, okay? So when someone comes to me and I'm like, you know what, that would be a great video because that made this guy understand what I'm wanting to have happen in the golf swing and the feels. And so that's why I do this channel where you guys can play some of your best golf. All right. If you like this, like, subscribe, and share. It makes a huge difference as well. So let's get into it. All right. So the thing about the pivot is a support post system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little shaft to get the head here. So you guys can do this at home because I want you guys to get better. Okay. So when you do a lateral flexion of your spine by rolling your left foot, which pushes your pelvis over. This is the same little motion as it is walking. I did this yesterday or 2 days ago. Can't remember, I make a lot of videos. So just this little bit like this. So when I do that, I now have 100% of my weight on my right leg. So no, it's not a tilt or a sway, as they say, right? Because that's how the pelvis is supposed to work. Now, just that little bit. Now, watch this. This is where when you turn, can you see how my head stays right there on center, and now the spine is moved. So when that happens, now my arms will go right where they're supposed to go at the top of the golf swing. I didn't have to do anything with my hands and arms to do that. So whatever you do on this side, your backswing and your downswing match each other. Then you have to do the equal and opposites. Now watch this. You have to roll your right foot and push your left pelvis over. So now I have a support post on my left leg. So I go right, left, and you can see how my head doesn't go up and down, right? Like Mike Austin would say, a grasshopper, right? None of that, not trying to go up and down with the ground, literally just doing this, and you can see how my weight goes in from right into left. Now, this is where it gets interesting, is that when you do this, do it one more time, look where the shaft is. So I had a guy that doing this, but then turning the pelvis, and you can see that the shaft went more down between my feet. So, and if you twist around, you'll see that the shaft is behind you and behind your feet. So this would be an incorrect pivot motion where somebody tells you to take your pelvis straight back. When you do, your head has to move and your butt has to go over here, right? This is just anatomy, okay? This isn't personal. None of this is personal to me, right? So if you want to play other ways, and that's fine, and you want to keep your leg flexed, just know that your head's going to move off the ball and your shoulder turn will be a little flatter. So when you do this correctly, your spine will be here, and then when I turn, you see the grip in the shaft stays out there as well. So then when I shift over, now the grip and the grip in goes the opposite way, because whatever you do over here, you do over there. So, and then when you hit the ball, then it finishes. Now, this is where it gets fun. So it's the same here to here. So, and I'll do it with my left, I do it with my right, it doesn't matter. So when I shift over, and it's just that little walk-in motion, so I'm literally going to pick my foot up, you'll see that my pelvis shifts over. From here, my arm will go along for the ride, and right here is the middle of what? The backswing. Well, it's also, if I wanted to change my hands, and I shift it over, it's a left-handed follow-through. It's a right-handed backswing. When I shift over here, it's a left-handed what? Backswing. Right-handed follow-through. See, it just depends on how you want to change your grip. So if I could literally do the same thing and shift over here, and right there's my head on center. There's my spine here. When I shift over here, now I'm in this position to hit the golf ball, left-handed. So left-handed, right-hand does the exact, they mirror each other, okay? So if you do anything other than that, then what will happen is you'll twist your spine one way or the other, and that's when you can do this little drill and go, okay, oh, well, look at the grip in go over here. Oh, I'm not making my pelvis go out far enough. Well, the pelvis only gets out by the left foot pushing the right foot over like you're going to take a step, just like that. This is the most efficient pivot. I've said this before. It's like a sexy woman walking runway model, okay? So don't get offended, guys. This is just they live 7 years longer because of this when they walk like this, okay? And that keeps their head like that. So when you keep your head on center, now all I'm doing is shifting over. My arm goes along for the ride. and then I shift over, and my arm goes along for the ride. Now, right here, that's my left-handed swing. There's my right-handed swing. See? So they mirror each other both ways. I really hope this helps you guys to understand this, because he thought that he was doing this, and he kind of was. His knee was moving a little excessively quickly. Now, that means that if you're trying to walk and move your legs a lot, that's not what you want to have happen, right? So when this shifts over and this knee moves and crosses the center line, you have your pelvis over here. So he was actually rolling and moving the pelvis back, and you can see how that shaft would do that. And so then the ground was throwing him the other way, obviously, and he was hitting the ball better. He was actually hitting the ball better than he has. I'm exaggerating how big a motion that was, but that was what he was thinking, and he's thinking that he's doing this. So that leads me into this. What you think you do and what you actually do are two different things. And I could do this across any tour pro, any amateur, anybody. What they actually think they're doing and doing are two different things, okay? So that's why the Zoom lessons are so important. That's why the video analysis site that I do, where you send me the video of your golf swing and then I make a personal little video for you, is so instrumental. And God bless you all, because I've been able to help so many people. And just this little bit right here will reach somebody, who knows, in London, Bangladesh, Sweden. I've got them from all over. And people I've never would meet ever are religiously watching. So make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know where you're coming from. Ask any questions that you want on this. I hope that this really gives you clarity on how the pivot actually works and how that shift works and how that can give you passive hands and arms, but fast, muscle-less motion and speed in your golf swing. All right? Check me out at rkswingking.com for the Zoom lessons, like I said, and the membership site. Everybody, have a great day. God bless everybody. Go out and tell somebody. Thank you.